Hi, how are we doing, guys? Welcome to the football show. We are heading into the business end of the season, and I cannot be excited enough to bring you guys the latest updates regarding the domestic leagues and the European competitions. So, without wasting any time, let's get into it. Arsenal currently is third in the Premier League, and it's a three-horse race. Basically, Arsenal is competing against for the Premier League this season. Last year, a lot of my friends were skeptical of Arsenal basically competing for the league again, but some of my friends were dismissing the idea of Arsenal competing again. But this season, we have shown everyone that we are here to stay and we can compete for the Premier League title for the second year in a row. Last year it was in our own hands, but we couldn't win it, and Manchester City pipped us to the title. They were the treble winners last season, and they have something of an incentive of a double treble this season. Mind you, they are still in the FA Cup. They are still competing in the Champions League, and of course, it's a three-horse race in the Premier League. So Manchester City is right in the mix. So if you look at the Premier League, Liverpool is on first on 63 points. City, mind you, everybody has played 27 games. Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. So Liverpool is on 63, City on 62, and Arsenal on 61. Now, it's if you look at the points, there isn't much which separates the first and the third. It's just 2 points, and I wanted to bring this up because Arsenal started the season very slowly, but we were getting the wins, and we were not scoring many goals, but we were getting through the results. And in the from the start of the new year, Arsenal is the most informed team in the league because we have won 7 games on the bounce, and a lot of games have come in this process. There were games against Liverpool, who's top of the league. There were games against mid-table sides right now, like West Ham, Newcastle. There were games against the relegation candidates like Sheffield United, Burnley. All right, but lately Arsenal has been in great goal-scoring form, and Arsenal has been scoring goals from the start of New Year, and they have been scoring goals in fours and sixes. So it's going to be very intriguing. Arsenal is the most informed side, and Arsenal has momentum on their side. Now, Arsenal's next game, if you look at that, they are playing against Brentford at home. So it's going to be, for me, Brentford are not in good form, especially defensively. They are not. Uh, they are they are scoring goals, but they are leaking too many goals at the back because they have a lot of injuries, and Arsenal need to capitalize on this, especially when Arsenal has their game on Saturday, and the first and the second team, Liverpool and Manchester City, they play the big game on the weekend on Sunday at Anfield. Liverpool versus Manchester City. Now, one of them are going to surely drop points. If City wins, Liverpool is going to drop point, and vice versa. But the ideal result, if you look at the table for Arsenal, is going to be a draw, and I have predicted a draw. It's going to be 2-all. Now, the interesting fact is, um, Liverpool, you definitely have a soft spot for Liverpool. If at all, if some team is going to win the title this season, apart from Arsenal, I would give it to Liverpool because this is Jurgen Klopp's last season, and the adrenaline which Klopp has provided the club, the players, the coaching staff, everyone with that message on not on New Year's Day, but before that he announced that he's going to hang up his boots in coaching. Has galvanized Liverpool, and they are scraping through the results, but they are winning. That's important. That's always a hallmark of champion. If you look at their last result, I think they were away at Nottingham Forest and they won by 1 goal to nil. The goal scored by Darwin Nunes was on 99th minute, 99th minute of the added time, and it was not a great game for Liverpool, but they won and they scored, and it's that is what is important if you are going for the title. And let's look at the run-in for all the three teams. All right. So Liverpool play their match next against Manchester City. Arsenal play against Brentford. So this is going to be the latest fixtures for these three teams, and I hope it's a draw and Arsenal benefit from that result. Mind you, Arsenal need to win against Brentford. That is the thing which Arsenal need to do is they need to do their job and win against Brentford and win against Brentford handsomely. Because again, we need to build on that goal difference. Looking at the table, that goal difference might come in handy for the season, for the Premier League at the end of the season, because we are tightly knit in terms of points here at this stage of the season. And who knows, after Liverpool versus Manchester City, if Liverpool wins, they go ahead, and if Manchester City wins, they pip Liverpool in first place. Arsenal is the beneficiary after this week of matches, but Arsenal need to win their match and stay in the title. Alright, we have 9 matches left after that. Lot of matches to play, lot of twists and turns in the Premier League. We will obviously keep you guys updated regarding what's happening with Arsenal and also the Premier League. Now, after this week of results, Manchester City has already played in the Champions League this week. Liverpool has their game, I think, on Thursday. No, Liverpool has played their match. Okay, Liverpool has won, and it's going to be interesting because if you look at the result, it was 5-1, and it was interesting that Liverpool lineup, they went strong, and hopefully at the weekend it's going to be rocking at Anfield, and we will see Liverpool turning up and Manchester City hopefully dropping points. For me, it's going to be a draw. It's going to be a 2-2 for me. If you have any other result, mention it in the comments below, and we will see how that result goes. Now moving on to the Champions League fixture for Arsenal. Obviously Manchester City has won and they are through. Arsenal has a deficit to cover in the Champions League, because Arsenal in their away game against Porto, they have lost against Porto by 1-0, and it's a problem for Arsenal because Porto visit Tuesday night in the Emirates, and it's going to be a difficult game. It's not a huge deficit to overcome, but Arsenal are strong at home, and I am positive that Arsenal will get some sort of result which will take them through to the Champions League. Now Arsenal, which results in Arsenal being competing in 2 competitions, the Champions League and the Premier League. At the start of the season, Arsenal were third favourites from all the pundits and everybody for the Champions League, but it looks like it's going to be Manchester City who's again going to be favourites. Arsenal are third favourites currently behind Real Madrid. The Champions League campaign is an intriguing one because as a fan, speaking to my friends as well, speaking to my friends as well, it was very difficult to convince them that Champions League is important as well. But most of the Arsenal fans and my friends are more concerned about the Premier League because we haven't won it for such a long time that we want to win it, and it's going to be an intriguing season, and let's see how we finish the season. So that's it, guys. Premier League, Champions League. What chance does Arsenal have in the Premier League and the Champions League? Obviously, we'll get to know this after this week, beyond this week, after Arsenal's match against Porto. But I am confident that Arsenal should win the Premier League if we get some sort of result at the Etihad at the game against Manchester City on 31st of March. That is going to be crucial. We have already taken 4 points of Liverpool this season. It's time to take 6 points or minimum of 4 points against Manchester City and pip them, both of them, to the title. What do you guys think? What chance does Arsenal have in the Premier League and Champions League? Let me know in the comments below. I am out of here. Bye.